welcome inside the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena. This is Major Series Lacrosse on Cable 14. My name is Mark Perry alongside Daryl Smartin. Tonight it is the Six Nations Chiefs taking on the Brampton Excelsiors, the best nickname in Major Series Lacrosse, the best nickname in quite a few places, if I do say so myself. The Six Nations Chiefs 3-0, Brampton 1-4, and Daryl, I'll just tee it up for you right here immediately. Of course, obviously, Six Nations coming off of what was supposed to be a game last night against Oakville, but unfortunately, Callum Jones suffering that injury. We do want to update that situation. He is at home resting right now. He's recovering at home after suffering a nasty injury last night. Of course, played his rookie year in New York in the NLL. That game is going to be rescheduled, so that game is not final. It's on the website right now as a draw between those two teams, but that game is going to be rescheduled. It's going to be replayed, but that date has yet to be determined. Here tonight, though, the Brampton Excelsiors in town. Brampton 1-4, as mentioned before, coming off an 11-10 loss to Oakville just this past Thursday. They were tied at 8 early on in the third period. Oakville ends up storming out with 3 goals in a minute and 45 seconds. That pretty much, folks, was all she wrote. Here tonight, it's a new opportunity for them to take on the Mann Cup champions. Daryl, what are you expecting from tonight's contest?
You know what, I'm expecting a lot of gumption from the Brampton Excelsiors, quite honestly. And again, one of these teams, they're rebuilding. They're quite the young team out there. And of course, you got the defending Mann Cup champions to the left of us in teal. And it's going to be a good game. You know, there's no nights off. And of course, this is this was supposed to be a 3-game week, a rare 3-game week for the Six Nations Chiefs. And of course, they only got to play 2.5 minutes last night in Oakville. But these two teams are going to go right back at it on Thursday night at the Brampton Memorial Arena. So this is the first of a head-to-head or a home-and-home stretch here. It's going to be a good one. I can see it right now as I believe we're going to have the Smoke Dancers led by my good buddy Joe Martin. He and his family are going to be on the floor quite soon. But yeah, it's going to be a good one. This Brampton lineup, you know what? They've got their guys going here.
Not a star-studded, of course, as what you see with the Six Nations Chiefs. Of course, pretty much everybody on that team has plenty of NLL experience, but we're going to actually take it to the floor here right now as we're getting ready for pre-game ceremony.
After a smoke dance, I think Joe wants to take the floor. Good lacrosse player himself.
I think so.
He's all pumped.
Of course, both teams lining up right near their respective nets.
Great way to start this one off.
Absolutely. Now, it is kind of a sparse crowd here tonight, but there is good reason for that. Of course, Brandon Montour, who is from Six Nations.
Big party going on.
Yeah, big party happening around in Six Nations here tonight because Brandon Montour has an opportunity with the Florida Panthers to capture the Stanley Cup. And so we're definitely not as crowded as we were last Tuesday, but again, it's for great reason. And of course, for those here in Six Nations, they're hoping for a big Chiefs win, and they're hoping for a big Panthers win over the Edmonton Oilers this evening. We'll keep you up to date with the Oilers and Panthers game as well, as they're just about to get set for puck drop down in Sunrise, Florida. But here tonight, it is Brampton and Six Nations. And starting in goal for Brampton, it is Will Johnston. And the other way, of course, it is going to be Warren Hill.
He's carried the load so far for the Chiefs, and Dougie's back on the bench, which is always good news.
Yeah, saw Dougie earlier on today, getting warmed up, ready to go.
But talking about that Stanley Cup celebration, Six Nations, the Grand River Elected Council, hosting the event at the community hall tonight. Big, they had a big crowd on Saturday. They did Game 4. Of course, Florida didn't win that one, but community came together. Lots of pizza and wings. There's lots of pizza and wings at Community Hall tonight, and there's a bunch of draws. There's a nice wall mount. Thing looks sweet. I want to win that thing.
We're just getting underway. Austin Stotts sporting the gold stick.
Love it.
Unbelievable. Here's Cody Jamieson juking around over to Austin Stotts. He couldn't trap it.
Think Gandhi needs any more bling?
That's a lot he's got there. Holding on to it there is Adam Weideman. He'll leave it here for J.P. Ward. Ward 6 points against Oakville last Thursday. Got it up for Ferreira. Now it's down on the inside for Ward. Ward looking for some space. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Got it over. Whiteford, the leading scorer on this team, trying to go downstairs, and a good save there by Warren Hill.
That was a really nice save by Warren, but a great shot selection on that. He was trying to go 5-hole on that one. It looked like he was going to try to go upstairs on him. But just a nice little play there.
McLaughlin circles around, passes it over. Waiting for a good shot there from Randy Stotts, but it goes just wide. And all the way down the floor it comes. Jeremy Searle, of course, was a draft pick of the Six Nations Chiefs back in 2022. It's part of that deal that sent Tyler Biles the other way. Of course, Reed Kurtz also, who took the face-off at the beginning of the game, part of that deal, going from Six Nations over to Brampton. Here's Lyle Thompson. One hands it over. Austin Stotts with it now. Stotts looking for some space. 7 on the shot clock. There's a shot bouncer through, and a save there by Johnston. Waiting there is Weideman. Tried to send it all the way up the floor, but the Chiefs will recover. The aforementioned Tyler Biles now here with it, wearing number 29 in teal. He's it for Randy. Got it down low there for Lyle Thompson. Thompson in for Randy Stotts. Stotts looking for some space, finds his man. Good shot, better save by Johnston.
And he's really challenging the shooter.
In on that attempt was Travis Longboat, who's had quite the start to the season. Borgatti, number 58, got it back. Here's Ward. Ward back for Borgatti. Borgatti getting pressured there. He'll leave it back. Ward, 10 on the shot clock. Ward finding some space. He passed it over. There's a one-hopper bounce from Ferreira, and he gets it right back. But the shot clock will expire here, and the Chiefs will get the ball back.
That's that physicality the Chiefs defense want to just make it known that they're there, and that's just following up on that hit along the boards.
They have it here again. No score here, early goings. Austin Stotts in, shot. Johnston with another save.
We're going to say that a lot tonight, I have a feeling, friend.
Johnston is a fantastic goaltender. He's on here in the early going. Sunderland on the near side, wearing number 21, trying to look for his man back door. That was Ethan Harkins, but he couldn't get him.
Brampton doing a really nice job of trying to stretch the floor here.
Love their quick attack. Their transition game is looking strong here in the early going. Here's Jackson. Jackson whips it. That one stopped by Johnston. And Brampton will come back. Good pass up. Then Shepin leaves it here for Whiteford. Down for Estrat. Twisting around is Ward. Back to Estrat. There's a shot stopped by Hill. Up the floor it goes for Kellen LeClaire. He's got a couple guys with him. Kellen LeClaire on the near side. Will hold on to it. He'll leave it here for Austin Stotts.
It's Kellen LeClaire's first game of the season, I believe.
Yes, it is. McLaughlin overshot, and that one stopped. Rebound is going to be picked up.
Saw some photos on his socials. He was out in Europe, it looked like, roving around.
Ooh, big knockdown there from Jeremy Thompson. Of course, he didn't play in that game last Tuesday. Pass up, there's a shot, he scores! That's Brad Cree, and he opens the scoring here for the Six Nations Chiefs.
That's one of the many things that Brad Cree really brings to the table here, Mark. He just comes in, he'll jump right in. Known for his defense, known for that hard-nosedness, but here he is jumping in, finding a lane.
It's that quick transition, like
such an athletic dude.
Like a Randy Moss.
Randy Moss.
Stretching through on a streak route through the middle, splitting the cornerbacks, captured it and made no mistake.
Well,
Riolo.
Sports are all about finding lanes and everything. You know, Brad Cree did a really great job of finding that lane right up the gut.
Here's Jackson, Shane Jackson holding on to it, finds his man. Got it from Martin, over to the far side, trying to find Jackson going down close to the goal, but just couldn't get it to him. Now Lyle Thompson putting some pressure on. This is on Reed Kurtz. Kurtz, a good job by the Fergus native, or rather the Puslich native, to get it away.
I love Puslich.
Of course, his brother Ty, a finalist for NLL Rookie of the Year this past season, playing his university lacrosse over at Delaware, much like his brother. There's a shot. That one goes just wide. And the Chiefs will have the ball back here. See what they do.
That stick does shine, eh?
It really does. Stotts got it over to Smith. Smith now in the corner. Looking for a lane. Got it to Austin Stotts. Austin looking. Back over. Good pass. Trying to find his man. And just couldn't find Eli McLaughlin on the doorstep. And the ball will bounce all the way back.
And again, Audie doing a really nice job of trying to look for someone, not just trying to take it right to the net. He's trying to look for that pass as well, kind of keep the defenders honest.
Twisting and turning is Zach Sunderland. He got it over. Quick move there by Harkins. Got it over, trying to find a little bit of real estate down low was J.P. Ward. But another save by Hill. 17 on the shot clock. Some time to work with here for the Chiefs, who are up by 1 here with 13 and change to go in the first. That's Thompson. Backhand pass over to Cody Jamieson. Over to Jackson. Jackson trying to find his man. On the doorstep was Lyle Thompson, but he couldn't get away in time.
Almost had another crack at it as well.
You can hear the horn going just as he got that shot away.
Just in the nick of time.
Eastrat.
Saved by the bell.
Yes, indeed. Wake up every morning. Think I'll make it on time. That one all the way back. Harkins. Back over that channel. Down low shot there taken by Ferreira, but it was going to be blocked, and the Chiefs will move up with it. 12:30 to go here in the first period. Still 1-0 Chiefs. A goal from Brad Cree. Looking for more. Here's Randy Stotts. Passed it over. Austin Stotts with that golden net and that golden shot, but a better save again made by Johnston. Of course, Johnston, a member of the New York Riptide this past year. Of course, New York on their way to the nation's capital here in Canada next year.
The Black Bears.
The Black Bears. The Bears. Number of members of the Riptide playing in Major Series Lacrosse this summer. There's Austin Stotts. He's got 1-on-2, still trying to hold on to it. 12 seconds, one-handed. And Johnston with the save.
That's a lot of strength right there. Took on 2 guys and then he one-handed it.
Again, he wouldn't have scored 50 in the NLL without that kind of strength. Jamison.
I'd want to break too.
Moving it around. Here's Randy with a shot. That one stopped by Johnston. He'll hold on. And up the floor they go. This is Kurtz. Lays it here for Ward. Waits for some fresh legs to get onto the floor here. He got it back for Estrat. Now that's Whiteford, got it over. Ward, shot, that one goes just wide, and that'll do it for the shot clock.
This little feeling out here, these two teams just feeling each other out here.
It seems like it, and you know what, that's kind of to be expected. Again, it's a new year. Yes, you're powerful if you are the Six Nations Chiefs, and you know, for Brampton, of course, trying to find their way in this league. There's a shot stop by Johnston again. But they have the right pieces. They have a lot of youth.
Oh gosh, yeah.
And you know, they're doing it the right way. They're building up their players. They're giving them the experience. And there's a big throw of the shoulder by LeClaire. Physicality picking up here in the early going. There's a shot stop by Hill.
It's one of those things, you want a spot in the lineup, you got to show something, and something like that, just little things like that.
What's the word? Chutzpah?
Chutzpah.
Jackson tossed it in, trying to find Stotts, but he just couldn't control it. Van Scheppen gets it up here for Estrat. Passed it back. This is Ward. Ball now on the far side. Channel gets knocked down. Ball's knocked loose. And this will be the Chiefs getting it up. Now a breakaway opportunity. Just missing it there was Cole, or else he was in alone. Here come the Excelsiors back the other way. Harkins, number 73 in white. Wearing their maroon shorts as well. Ward over. This is Whiteford. Whiteford trying to find his man. Just missing Harkins there, and now some pushing and shoving, knocking the ball loose in the corner. The whistle's gonna go.
You like the color scheme, don't you?
I do like the color scheme.
You love the Excelsior's name, the logo. It is a nice logo.
I had most of my success in my sporting career wearing maroon. True story. Second most success was wearing a Knights jersey, but we don't talk about that. Passed over. Twisting around to Smith. For Jackson. Jackson trying to find his man. Good pass. Now there's another shot. That one's deflected. 2 seconds left on the shot clock, and that's going to do it. By the way, that jersey not a London Knights jersey. I need to preface that. Estrat leaves it back here for Ward. Passed it into the corner. Channel looking for some space. Here he comes. Takes a shot. He gets knocked down in the process, and the ball is going to come bouncing to the near side. Martin's going to scoop it up, and the whistle's going to go, and I think there might be a penalty coming here.
You're going to give Brad Cree a hold on that one. I don't know, not necessarily hold. It was a penalty for sure. He got the stick up high. We'll have the replay here, and he's going to try and strip him from behind there, and just got a little too much of the head. Not enough.
Got
not
the
enough
arm
of the.
up.
Yep. Not enough of the stick in the ball, and good call by the officials here.
So first power play of the game will come here to Brampton.
And down to the other end here, right before this power play, the Brampton Excelsiors players gathering together with the coaching staff just to kind of going over some things, things that they've noticed when they've been on the floor. And again, you're absolutely right. Like, a lot of these guys are pros as well. Or there are a lot of, you see a lot of NL gloves and helmets out there, and they're just young guys chomping at the bit.
And the ones that aren't are playing some high-level NCAA lacrosse. There's a shot trying to find the top corner. There was Medeiros. And all the way up the floor comes Martin. Martin holds on to it. Randy Stotts will leave it here. Can afford to just kill off some time here as their man sits in the penalty box. There's a shot right from long distance from Stotts, but it goes just wide, and Brampton will get the ball here.
I was too busy focusing on Stotts on that one. I don't know if did anybody look like they were biting at the hidden ball trick there?
It didn't look like it.
He tried.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton.
It's a bold strategy. Worked in the NL final.
It did. Now Brampton moving the ball around, and they're being rather elementary and rather simple with it, but simple lacrosse can lead to some big things as the horn's going to go here on the shot clock. Cole's going to get it back here for Six Nations, who again lead 1-0. Brad Cree, the man about to get out of the penalty box with the lone goal here so far. Austin Stotts holds on to it, leaves it back here. This is Dane Smith, member of the NLL champion Buffalo Bandits. That backhand shot there from Randy Stotts hits the goaltender, and that's going to reset the shot clock. Late stages of the power play here, and Warren Hill is at the bench to get a sixth attacker on. Here's Austin Stotts. Stotts waiting, looking for a lane. Pass it back. 8 seconds on the shot clock, and Austin Stotts just missed that one.
What a great attempt. Different look. It's really cool to see those one-on-one matchups. You never know what they're going to do, you know what I mean? A guy like Austin Stotts, he's got so many different takes at it. And it's always interesting to see which way he's going to go on that one. And that one, he just tried to dish it back. It was a nice save by Warren, but tried to dish it back to Cody, and Cody brought it right back to him for that quick stick opportunity.
Martin will leave it here and get off for a change. Some fresh legs on. McLaughlin looking for a lane, finds a lane. There's a shot, he scores. Eli McLaughlin. Great individual effort. Make it 2-0.
And the Liger strikes going one-on-one, Mark. Again, just like we were talking about Austin Stotts going one-on-one, here's the replay. And just a stutter step going off to the right. He's got that quick step. He had 2 steps on him, and he was off to the races. And you give Eli McLaughlin that much time, he's going to make her count, and he did it again. He had 3 last week, did he not?
3 goals, 2 helpers against Coburg, so a 5-point evening for him.
Yep.
Nothing new for him. He can score with some of the best of them. Backhand pass by Thompson, just missing his man, and Brampton will get the ball back here. So Eli McLaughlin makes it 2-0 Six Nations. They're on a bit of a run here, but here come the Excelsiors back the other way, and just missing that was Ferreira. Brings it back here. Lyle Thompson will come up the floor here. Leaves it for Cody Jamieson. 9 assists on the year. Leaves it for Austin Stotts, who just missed there. Dane Smith now with it on the far side. Smith trying to find some space. Runs out of real estate. Finds a little bit more for himself. Got it to Austin Stotts with a shot.
That's
and
a
that
great
one
save.
Off the mask of Johnston.
That was a great save. Was that his mask? Or
that was his mask.
It was, eh?
So here come the Excelsiors back the other way.
Looked like he got it with the shoulder, but yeah, you're right. It clipped him right in the mask as well.
Left it back. Sunderland holds on to it. Finds channel. Looking to set up here. Running out of time, running out of space are Brampton. And the horn's going to go with 3:40 to go here in the first. And here come the Chiefs back.
It was just a great commitment on defense there with it trying to get the strip at the end.
Again, we've talked about it before. They have a lot of firepower, but they're stout on defense. And McLaughlin almost had another one.
Like I was saying last week about Eli McLaughlin, the one takeaway that I got, he really liked to cut in, and kind of like Shane Jackson does. He kind of finds a lane, cuts right in, gets into the opening, and that was just a perfect example of that to try and get that another quick stick opportunity.
There's a shot stopped, rebound is scooped up by Hill. Here's Brian Cole. We'll leave it back. And a big unit on here for the Chiefs. This is Austin Stotts down in the corner for Jamison. Jamison back over, finds Randy. Randy Stotts trying to get around Kurtz. Now he's in behind the net. The horn's going to go. And Randy, I don't think he even saw the shot clock there by the end.
You know what? You have to give it to the Excelsiors defense on that. They're really collapsing in. They're really trying not to let the Chiefs come right at them. They're really holding them at bay right now. That's something Cobrick did when they were finding success last week against them.
This is Brendan Bomberry. Haven't really said his name all that much here in the first period, as I think he's taken one of his first 3 shifts of the period. Passed over, sharp angle, and good job there by Johnston to close the lane.
It's a really nice seal.
This is Earstrat, passed it over, and that was Weidman going to the net. Here's Cole. That orange laced stick. Got it back over. Here's Lyle Thompson in the corner. Minute and a half to go in the first. Lyle Thompson looking for some space, and it looked like he knocked his man down. Maybe a pick block, if you will. It's going to be Brampton ball here.
Saw something, he saw that opening. Couldn't just miss the opening there.
Brampton looking to get on the board here. A low-scoring first period. Sunderland got it over. There's a shot. That one just missed. Fired away there by Harkins. Kellen LeClaire the other way now. LeClaire holding on to it, twisting around. Takes a stick to the mask, but he's able to get it over to Jackson. 1 minute to go here in the first. 15 on the shot clock. There's a shot through, and that one stopped by Johnston. Lane pass trying to find his man, and that one was tipped by Smith. Here's Austin Stotts. Passed it over. Over on the doorstep there. Just missing it there was Jackson.
Another nice stop by Johnston. He got beat a couple of times last Wednesday. I was watching when Brampton was playing Brooklyn. He got caught in that sealed position, and Brooklyn were finding the holes, and right now Six Nations having a tough time trying to get it by Johnston.
Timeout's going to be called here with 21.9 left on the clock. It'll be Brampton ball. And again, a very low-scoring first period. A lot more low-scoring than what we have seen in usual games here for the Six Nations Chiefs. And quite frankly, Daryl, it has to come down to some of the defensive stances we've been seeing, not only from Brampton, but Six Nations as well.
100%. That hallmark of a defense the Six Nations Chiefs have really carved out for themselves the early ongoing of this season. We kind of come to expect it, but you know what? Brampton did a really good job of doing the same thing to Brooklyn for a while until Brooklyn really pulled away last week. And you know what? That's going to happen with a young team. They stay with them. They keep playing, and then they just ran out of gas. Maybe that's the game plan for the Six Nations Chiefs. And of course, you got to look at it. The Six Nations Chiefs are raring to go tonight. They were ready to go last night. Again, they only got to play 2 minutes of their game and had to ride the bus back home, unfortunately. And thank goodness that Callum's doing well But yeah, they were all ready to go.
So 2 goals on the board. That is from Brad Cree and Eli McLaughlin here for the Six Nations Chiefs. They lead 2-0. For those that are trying to follow on the game sheet website, unfortunately, it has not updated as of yet. It's still marked as scheduled for this game, so that game has not been marked into the website as of yet. So just keep on tuning in here. We'll do our best to fill you in on the gaps.
That's
3 seconds to go. That ball's rolling. Is it got enough curl to it? No, it does not. A good job there at the end.
Get the curling brooms out.
Medeiros with a great job. He got the wheels and knocked it away from harm's way. And we are through 1 here at the ILA. It is Six Nations 2, Brampton no score. When we come back, we'll tee up the second period and wrap up what was a pretty exciting first period, despite what we saw with the scoring. Just a 2-0 game here for the Six Nations Chiefs. We'll be back after this. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Six Nations Lacrosse here on Cable 14.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
With clubs, leagues, and courts in every province and territory across Canada, squash is the sport for wall-to-wall fun, fitness, and friendship. From coast to coast to coast. Learn to play and you'll want to do it every day. Squash. Play inside the box.
We invite you to play What's My Line?
Welcome, Mrs. Baker. Those folks over there need to guess your extraordinary occupation.
Are you an entertainer, Mrs. Baker?
Yes.
Do people come to watch you, perform?
Yes.
Do you travel for work?
Yes, I do.
Do you ever wear a special type of costume?
Yes.
Is your job, physical?
Yes, indeed.
Are you a member of a team?
Yes.
Are you a professional baseball player?
Yes, I am.
Created during the Second World War, the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League included 68 Canadians. One of its brightest stars was my mother, Saskatchewan's Mary Bonnie Baker, a pioneer for women in sports.
Do you like talk radio? Catch a televised simulcast of The Mike Farwell Show. Listen to callers rant or rave. Watch interviews with guests on topics impacting your community. The Mike Farwell Show, weekdays from 10 till noon on Rogers TV.
Culture endures in Atlantic Canada.
And welcome back to Major Series Lacrosse here on Rogers TV. It's 2-0 Six Nations over Brampton through 20 minutes of play. We are live on Cable 14 as well. Glad you can join us. Mark Perry, Daryl Smart here as well. And you know, Daryl, we talked about it at the tail end of that first period, a very low-scoring period for the standards that we are used to seeing with the Six Nations Chiefs. You know, well, first of all, let's take us through the goals here, because a couple of them were the two of them that were scored were actually pretty decent goals.
Oh, they were fantastic goals, and we're going to look at it right here. This is just a nice feed, and of course, Brad Cree finding the lane. That looks like a lacrosse practice right there. You're just doing a flow drill, and Brad Cree finding the lane. And again, there's Eli McLaughlin going one-on-one. And right before that, Austin Stott showed it something a little different in that one-on-one matchup. But Eli McLaughlin with a nice stutter step. And he did a great job with that stutter step. Got 2 steps, and he was off to the races. And hey, you give Eli that much time and space, he's going to bury it. And that's exactly what he did there, Mark.
Absolutely. But of course, the story of the period has to be on the defensive side of the ball, as well as some of the timely saves that were made both by Johnston and Hill here for both sides, because again, that's pretty much been what we've been talking about for the majority of this period, is you're seeing here.
Yeah, and you know what, Mark, we talk about it over and over. You have the best players in the world in Major Series Lacrosse, and we talk an awful lot about the Lyle Thompsons and the Dane Smiths of the world and all the goal scoring, but you know what, we've got the best goaltenders in the world playing this game right now, and Johnston picking up his spot, and he's playing very aggressive. He's doing a really great job of just being aggressive, being big, sealing off that post. I think the big thing is sealing off the post, because Six Nations is really trying to sneak that ball in right in that seal area, right up against the crossbar in the post area, and Johnston's done a fantastic job. And what can you say about Warren Hill? Warren Hill's one of the more acrobatic goaltenders in lacrosse, and he's showing it again tonight. He's made several nice acrobatic saves.
Another key in that period too, again, we're going to talk about the goals, we're going to talk about the defense, we're going to talk about goaltending, but you saw it there a couple of times. There were a few times where the players were getting some clean looks, they were getting some clean shots, but they were just missing the net. They were hitting the back wall. They weren't able to reset the shot clock. We've seen a lot of turnovers back and forth. We haven't really seen a sustained amount of time in that first 20 minutes where a team was really kind of setting the pace, if you will, resetting the shot clock, getting 3 possessions one after another. It really has been kind of, for the most part, a back and forth period.
It really has, and let's blame the gremlins in the air tonight about it. We can't get internet on our phones and on the computers, so the gremlins are doing their action with the forwards as well, just making little miscues here and there. And like you said, there hasn't been a lot. It's been very back and forth, but you have to credit the defenses on both teams on that. And we come to expect what Six Nations does defensively, but you know what? You got to tip your cap off to the Brampton Excelsiors right now. They're doing a fantastic job. They're clogging the middle. They're not letting Six Nations do much. There's not a lot of one-on-one matchups. Like Audie had the one-on-one matchup right before Eli scored. But other than that, there hasn't been a lot of one-on-ones. They've done a really nice job of helping each other on defense and trying to avoid those one-on-one matchups. They've done a great job of that.
Yeah, and I'll point to a couple of examples where I saw Lyle Thompson in the far corner where he's trying to find some space. Yeah. He's getting the good passes back and trying to create some of that space back for some of his team, but a lot of the times, a lot of these premier players, Brampton's been able to focus in, going in on those one-on-twos, really clogging those passing lanes, clogging those lanes toward the net, really. And that's been a really big key to this period here as well. And can this be sustained for an additional 40 minutes? Can Brampton continue this pace against the Six Nations Chiefs?
Well, that's a $100 question mark. And again, this Six Nations Chiefs team is all about trying to wear you down. They're ready for a cup run. They've got depth, and that's what they want to do. They want to wear a team down, and they did that with Coburg. You know what I mean? Coburg hung in there last week, did a great job, and then all of a sudden, it's just that depth comes in, and you have fresh legs, and you have guys that can score, and that's what ended up happening with Coburg, and more than likely that'll happen tonight. You never know, but Brampton's doing a fantastic job of that. And you know what? Let's again tip your cap off to them. They're a young squad. They're hungry and they're young. That's the big thing.
It's 2-0 Six Nations through 20 minutes of play. We'll be back after this. Stay with us. This is Major Series Lacrosse on Cable 14.
Kitchener's perfect music mix is on Chime 96.7. So every song is someone's favorite song. On Chime 96.7.
This is not a drill. This is happening.
Get ready, because a new season of The Old Man is coming soon to FX.
Do you recognize me now?
Need a catch-up? Stream the entire first season on City TV Plus.
Sundays for Pairs is a service that we believe will help you discover more of God's promises and purpose for your life. A reminder that God is for you. Courtesy of Pairs Community Church. Join us every Sunday at 10:30 a.m. on Rogers TV to be encouraged and pointed towards hope.
I did it. I need it.
The hero gave it.
And I am alive.
As an organ donor, you can save up to 8 lives and enhance the lives of 75 others. Please go to our website. Pledge a gift of life. You'll be glad you did.
Hey guys, Steph here from the Cruise TV, the show where we talk about the people and stories behind the coolest cars on the road. Join us on Sundays at 8 p.m.
Get ready, Warriors! Join Dennis and Kristen from the University of Waterloo for the inside scoop on all things current and future Warriors need to know, starting Monday, June 17th at 1 p.m.
Welcome back to Major Series Lacrosse here on Cable 14. It is 2-0 Chiefs as we get set for the second period of play as we get those long changes coming into effect here between these two squads. Brampton looking to come back from this 2-goal deficit. Brad Cree and Eli McLaughlin the goals for the Six Nations Chiefs in the first 20.
Cable 14, that sounds great, doesn't it?
It's not too bad.
Not too shabby. And again, we just want to thank our good buddies at Cable 14, Brendan and the crew, doing a great job here. And again, just a little recap of what we're doing here with Six Nations Chiefs Lacrosse during the season. Rogers TV20, our Grand River partners, they've teamed up with their friends here at Cable 14. And so the crews will be flip-flopping away just so they can enjoy their summers as well. So they're not every Tuesday night here, but it's great to have, and they've done a great job just making everything seamless here. It's been fantastic, and we're very fortunate here with the Six Nations Chiefs to have Rogers TV 20 and Cable 14 doing this up for us. It's really great, and of course we're able to do this on cable where our friends at Your TV are going to be able to watch as well, but we're also online on both platforms, cable14.com I think it is, and then of course rogerstv.com, and go to the Brantford station for all Chiefs home games, which is great. So we're all over the world, my friend.
Yes, we are. And all around the world, and in behind the net was Lyle Thompson there. He's going to scoop it back up. Got it over for Austin. Stotts with a shot. Johnston with the save. Brampton back the other way. Still 2-0. As they look to claw back into it. Back pass over. That was McFarland. Or Sunderland. Here's Ward. Twisting and turning back into the corner. Finds his man. There's Channel. Got that shot through, and that one's saved by Hill. And here comes Liam LeClaire. They'll get it for Bomberry. Brendan Bomberry. Got it down on the near side for Dane Smith.
Dane's got a new head on his stick, too. He's got that beautiful teal and orange.
Just trying to match up with the team he's playing for. McLaughlin on the far side, twisting around, beats his man, takes a shot. What a save by Johnston there.
He's so elusive. He doesn't look like he does much, but Eli McLaughlin, he just uses that quick foot speed.
There's a shot, and that one's stopped by Hill.
It's not fancy, but it works, that's for sure.
Here come the Chiefs the other way. This is Smith looking, shooting, and a stick save by Johnston.
That had a little bit of oomph behind it, didn't it, Mark?
Yes, it did. Back and forth we go. That's Weideman. Holds on and just leaves it back here for Ward, number 62. Curtis Goddard got it over. Back over. There's a shot. That one just missed the net, just missed the official as well in the corner. Brian Cole on the doorstep trying to find Stotts, but he couldn't get the shot away. Stotts to Thompson, shot and another stop. The Brampton goaltender doing some yeoman's work here in this one. Here's Bomberry, back the other way for the Chiefs. Bomberry over for Stotts. Austin Stotts using his body to protect the ball, got it to Bomberry. 15 on the shot clock. Twisting around, and looked like Jamison was finding a lane there, but it's going to be a turnover.
Yeah, athletic defense by the Chiefs. You're talking about that long change, and that Biles and Nungo Thompson, or it was Jeremy Thompson, both sprinting down the floor to get that.
There's a shot. That one just sails wide and doesn't hit the net, so the shot clock doesn't restart. They got to find some time, but they're not going to. It's going to be Chiefs ball here. As Biles scoops it up and gets it up the floor. Here's Smith down in the corner. Stotts over for Johnson. McLaughlin. Randy finds Smith over. Shot, scores, top corner. Eli McLaughlin.
Oh, man.
3-0 Chiefs.
Shooters shoot, and that's a shooter's goal right there as we look at the replay.
And just the way they're able to move the ball over, there wasn't much to shoot at there, but Eli McLaughlin found a lane.
Man, he's deadly on that right side.
He really is. So the Chiefs extend their lead to 3. And they'll get the ball back here. Just an update, 6:01 left in the first period in Florida. The Edmonton Oilers are up 1-0 over the Florida Panthers. Connor Brown, the former Erie Otter, getting a shorthanded goal in that one. Passed over, that one stopped by Warren Hill.
Must be nice to get cell reception. I have none.
I'll tell that to the scorekeeper. I might be able to get the game sheet updated.
I don't think she's finding it either.
Well, my Wi-Fi isn't that hard to find. It literally just says find your own Wi-Fi.
Is that who that was?
That's me.
Oh, man.
But you have to get the password from me. You just have to ask. I'm a nice guy. I'll offer it if you're doing it for work purposes. I have unlimited data. Passed over and looking for a lane there. Just couldn't get the pass. As Brampton moves it back the other way. 15 and change left in the second. 5 minutes gone. Brampton looking to close the deficit. Ward had it over for Harkins. Now looking for a lane. There's a shot. That one's blocked.
That was Lyle with his stick. He caught that one.
That was Channel that got that shot away. Here's Lyle Thompson back the other way. Number 4. There's a pass, shot, scores! The Hattie for Eli. 4-0 Chiefs.
I'll put it on repeat, but the Liger strikes again.
That's a natural Hattie, and just a great pass there.
And much like the first goal, he just he scored 3 different goals in 3 different ways. Let's say that. He went one-on-one in the first one, came across with the shot on that second one, and this one he just came streaking down like we were expecting him to from last week against Coburg. And man, Eli McLaughlin's got some magic hands.
Yes, he does. They're looking for more magic here, up 4-0. Smith waits for some fresh legs to get on, and he plays pitch and catch there with Austin Stotts.
He's got the Midas touch. That's what we'll call it.
Here's Smith. 9 on the shot clock, trying to find Randy Stotts. 5 left. Looking for a lane. He's just going to pass that one over, trying to find his man on the doorstep late in that possession, but Brampton's going to move back the other way. Holding on to it there was number 27, Adam Weideman. Here's the Excelsiors trying to find a lane there with Sunderland, and getting boxed out there. Gets pushed into the boards for his efforts. So again, once we get the online sheet going for you, we'll have a better idea of who's got all the point totals here in this game. Twisting around there was Ward in the corner. Found Estrat. Passed it over. Shot whipped just wide by Sunderland. Rebound goes wide again. And the ball comes bouncing back the other way. It's going to be an over and back, and the Chiefs will get the ball back here.
Martin's got such a great read on all those, eh? Even if the ball's going wide, he's got a beat on that, and he's got his head tracking that ball all the way in.
Bomberry into the corner. Shot by McLaughlin. That one goes wide. Chiefs still with it. There's a shot. That one's going to go into the netting and out of play, and they're going to say it was deflected, so the Chiefs will get the ball here.
And we'll talk a lot about it over the summer, but it's nice to have McLaughlin in this lineup for World Championship purposes, with a lot of these guys that will be representing the Haudenosaunee Nationals on this Six Nations Chiefs team. And of course, you'll have a bunch of Team Canada guys. I'm more than certain Brad Cree, Dane Smith. Well, Dane Smith's
he's pretty much a lock.
He's a lock. He's already in the social videos for Lacrosse Canada. So you got Dane, and you've got Brad Cree for sure, I'd say.
On the doorstep there, just missing, is Adrian Gentle. Back to the top for Estrat. Fresh shot clock here for Brampton.
I'd have Kellen LeClaire on that list too.
A lot of talent, that's for sure. Cole picks it up, and he'll move it up for LeClaire. Kellen LeClaire has a lane, just missing Cole here, and Cole's going to try to grab the ball here. He does. He had DeLille on him. Here's Smith. Trying a couple of fakes there. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Randy Stotts. Stotts, one hand over, trying to find Jackson. 3 left. That one's going to be intercepted, and here comes Brampton back the other way. Weideman, wearing number 27, passed over. Found Sunderland on the far side. He's got the ball in the far corner, just waiting for a line change.
Six Nations not giving Brampton much here.
No, they're not, and Hill with another save as he takes it away from Whiteford.
He's going to take a sprint as we've got ourselves a delayed penalty here.
Yes, we do. Power play upcoming here for the Chiefs. They have a possession here as they try to add one onto the board. Up 4-0. Smith overshot. That one stopped. Rebound scooped up by McLaughlin. Fresh shot clock here. Still a delay call on the floor. Passed over by Stotts. Back up top. Thompson. Stotts. Shot. Stopped. Rebounds. Chiefs with the ball back here. This is what we talked about. That sustained possession. Chiefs getting 6-on-5.
They're just going to wear you down here.
Just holding on to it. Looking. And there's a one-hopper right into the netting. Into the stick of Johnston, and just like that, we will have a power play here for the Chiefs.
Power play and
maybe a water break.
Johnston, a well-deserved water break, that's for certain. He's been fantastic. Nothing fancy again, just fundamental goaltending. He's really just staying square. He's not trying to force things. And that's something I know. The one thing I noticed, I was saying, I watched Brampton and Brooklyn with our buddies in Durham region on Wednesday, and the one thing that I noticed, he was really trying to force the stop. And tonight, he's just letting the ball come to him, and he's doing a great job with it. Place is filling in tonight, Mark.
Yes, it is.
Maybe they've got cell reception. They can watch the game at the same time.
So we'll see what the Chiefs can do here on the power play. Their first one of the game. .10:41 to go here in the second as the gong hits the ILA. Providing an ominous overtone. There's a chill in the air here at the ILA. The Chiefs up by 4. Faked. Passed over, shot. That one stopped.
That's a beaut.
Rebound goes into the netting.
Check that one on the highlight reel.
Here's Jackson. Austin Stotts looking for a lane. Passed over to Randy. Randy whips it wide, and that's going to go into the penalty box and out of play. Brampton will get a chance at a possession here, shorthanded. Medeiros got it into the corner. This is Sunderland, number 21. Back here for Weidman. And 5-on-4. Brampton just moving the ball around the perimeter. Not challenging too much, more just a killing of the clock, if you will, as that one shot just wide. And here comes Lyle Thompson back the other way.
Just runs with his head up.
Yes, he does. One of the best to do it in the world today. Smith back over. He plays pitch and catch with McLaughlin. Smith to McLaughlin. Shot. That one bounces off the wall and into the rafters here.
Almost went through the ceiling.
Almost. Bennett to the purple helmet of Josh Medeiros. As they move the ball around here. 9:10 to go in the second.
Stephanie McDonald, our PA announcer, just announcing about John Tavares' naming to the Ontario Lacrosse Hall of Fame.
A well-deserved honor, that's for sure.
One of the greats. The GOAT.
The GOAT. Here's Randy Stotts now. In the near corner, finds Jamison, back over. Here's Austin. Twisting back around for Randy. 7 on the shot clock. Got that one away. Wide. Back possession. Randy shot. That one misses. And it'll be Brampton ball. Couple of missed opportunities there for the Chiefs. Now on a fast break, there's a shot, and whipping that one through was Goddard, but Hill stands tall.
Goddard threw everything he had at that one.
8 and change to go in the second.
If he wasn't going to find a corner, he was going to try and put it through Warren.
Warren's a big boy. There's a shot. That one stopped by Hill. And that one is going to be whistled down. A slashing call coming here as Thompson caught a fly ball right at center as he was ready to go off to the races. And it is going to be a penalty against Six Nations. So a power play upcoming here for Brampton. 0 for 1 so far.
0 for 1, but they've moved the ball really well. They were really trying to make something happen here. They really got to try and get inside. Look at this. Look at this box, though. It is
very tight, that box.
And they're just moving in unison, too. Like these 4 guys know exactly where each other are right now.
Trying to move them around. A good save there by Hill.
And like I was saying last week about Priolo coming into the lineups, there was a little bit of a feeling out process, you could tell in the first 2 periods, just wondering where each other are. But right now, they're just in unison right now.
Here's Austin Stotts there. Audie looking for some flight, but he is getting a lot of turbulence there near the net. One-handed on goal, and Johnston with the save.
I think he had 3 guys on him at one point.
And he still had the wherewithal to find a way out of it and get the shot away. Might have not been one of his cleanest shots, but
one hand.
It was a shot.
That's the second or third time he's had to use one hand. He's fending off. And we're going to go back to the power play here for the Chiefs. As it looks like we've got ourselves a Brampton penalty here.
Yeah, so 4-on-4 here for the next minute and 10. Longboat passed over. One hand and he scores. That is Stotts. Goes 5-hole on Johnston, make it 5-0.
Wow, he just scores in different ways. That one is he gave a little fist bump to GM. Wayne Vinevri is sitting behind the glass. There's just a little nice little pass. His scoop shot. He's willing his way to the goal, and boy, Austin just doing what he does best. Goes to the net, makes like a bulldozer, and puts the ball in the net.
His league-leading 13th of the season. Make it 5-0 Chiefs. And a lot of real estate on the floor. Still 4-on-4 here for the next minute. So McLaughlin getting an assist on that one too. So give him 4 points.
We think. Oh, well, he's got all the goals, so.
Here's Jeremy Thompson. Well, unless he was the one that outletted it to Brad Curry in the opening goal, it's 4 points.
Exactly. I don't think he did that.
Pass over, he scores!
Shane Jackson, wow.
Shane Jackson, when it looked at all impossible.
Shane Jackson just put on his white hat. I know he's got a white helmet on right now, but he put on the white hard hat, grabbed his lunchbox, got the rebound, and just dove right in.
A great individual effort on that one.
Just hard work. That's just fundamental lacrosse, Mark. You follow up your shot. That's all the young lacrosse players out there. That's just a great lesson. Just because you shoot it and it hits the goaltender right in the chest, follow up on that thing because you might be able to pick up the garbage and put something in.
You never know. If it's sitting there,
hey, it's sitting there.
You have an opportunity.
It's sitting there. You might find a chicken wrap right in front of the net. You never know, my friend.
It could be staring right at you. Lyle Thompson passes it back for Bomberry.
You get the chicken wrap, you grab it, and put it in.
Thompson shot. That one goes just wide. Kurtz will get it ahead as he took a couple of shots. Medeiros got it back. Passed into the corner trying to find Estrat on the run, but just couldn't get him. Now a power play here for Six Nations for the next 20 seconds or so. Cree got it back here. Cody Jamieson for Randy Stotts in the corner. Lyle Thompson back over. Jamieson with a shot. He fires it. It goes off of the goaltender, so a fresh shot clock here for the Chiefs. Very important note there. The Chiefs have more room to work with here. Stotts, Randy, down, Austin. In the corner, this is Jamieson. Jamieson with a shot, that one's blocked. And they're gonna say it's a deflection out of play, so the Chiefs keep the ball here. Randy Stotts, and that's a fresh shot clock. Shot by Stotts, that one goes wide. Stays in play though, Stotts will scoop it back up, almost got shoved back over the line. Back for Thompson. The corner for Randy Stotts. Randy looking, finding a lane, he shoots, that one stopped. And the rebound, loose ball, and it's going to be scooped up here by the Chiefs. The hand is up, there's a delayed call on the floor. It'll be a Brampton penalty coming up here. Sixth attacker on the floor here for the Chiefs. Thompson back to Stotts. Backhand pass over, trying to find a man on the doorstep. Here's Smith. Bounce pass over. Good ball movement here by the Chiefs. Randy Stotts up top. Jamison overshot by McLaughlin. That one is stopped. Rebound, scores right in front. That's Lyle Thompson on the delayed call. Make it 7-0 Chiefs.
I don't know about you, Mark, but I'm kind of tired watching that. I couldn't imagine Johnston. That was just a barrage of rubber and just having to track that thing. And Six Nations just
think
moving
about
the ball
names there too.
Oh man,
Randy just scooped it up on the rebound.
Did you see his eyes? Look at the eyes on that. He was looking right at Dane. He was looking right at Dane. Look, threw the ball the other way, right into Lyle. Wow.
That is a hallmark of a fun.
That's incredible.
One of the best players in the world.
That's
right
incredible right there.
Priolo. Here's Austin Stotts. That one shot wide, and it'll go off the board. Stays in play. Long boat. So Randy Stotts will get the lone helper on that one. A lucky 7 on the board here for Six Nations.
I'm not going to say what's at the other end there.
Here's Brampton looking to crack the goose egg. That one goes wide. That was Sunderland on that shot. Looking for another opportunity, and it's going to be Warren Hill standing tall again. Bomberry up the floor. Stretch pass over. Shot.
That's a great save.
Unbelievable there. Will Johnston makes the save on Cody Jamison.
And Jammer just does what Jammer does. He just bangs around, trying to get the loose ball.
Pass back. Brampton with possession here. That's Jeremy Searle. Up top here, Ward. Finds a lane. On it back down here, Harkins. Over, shot, stopped by Hill as he takes it away from Ward.
Man, he's seeing the ball well tonight, Warren is.
He really is.
Both goaltenders. Let's, you know what? It might be 7-0, but I've got Johnston as second star of the game right now.
Randy Stotts twisting and turning, trying to find a lane. Backhand pass, stopped by Johnston. And now the Chiefs with a turnover. This is Stotts trying to find Smith. Smith has the ball taken away from him, and here come the Excelsiors the other way. Matthew Bennett, number 15, bounce pass back.
It's such a high tempo they play on offense.
Number 24 now, this is Whiteford. Whiteford passed it over. Sunderland looking, shooting, that one stopped. Underneath Warren Hill it is. That was Penta Earstrat on that shot. Now a stretch pass over. Errani win flight. And that one is in the net. But I believe
Crease
they're
violation.
saying he was in the crease.
Crease violation on that one.
What an attempt there by Austin Stotts, but just could not get the wheels down in the right area. Now, shot there from Weidman. That one's blocked. He's got it here again. A minute and change left here in the second. Back over. There's a shot through, trying to find a man on the doorstep, in fact, but just couldn't get to it. Under a minute to go, and the Chiefs have the ball here. 7-0 is your score. Here's Lyle Thompson. Thompson looking around. He gets taken down in a heap. Now he's just trying to protect the ball, and it's going to be Brampton ball here as Thompson gives his man a shot for good measure.
A little bit of a 7-0 call on that one.
He did not like that one bit. Van Scheppen got it back. Ferreira. Good ball movement here by the Excelsiors. Whiteford trying to find a lane. He gets chopped at. Priolo with a great defensive effort there.
He gave him
16 left in the second. Here's Cree. He opened the scoring. The whistle's going to go, and They're going to say it's a timeout being called here as the Chiefs will look to set something up with 11 seconds to go here in the middle frame. Glad you could join us here on Cable 14. Mark Perry and Daryl Smart here with you live at the ILA. It is, again, Six Nations 7, Brampton no score. Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Finals is through 20 minutes of play. It remains 1-0 Edmonton over the Florida Panthers. Of course, keeping an extra eye on it for those watching for the hometown boy here in Six Nations of the Grand River, Brandon Montour. Saw a couple of Florida flags coming in here tonight.
All the jerseys on they've got the jerseys on the lawn signs.
Hey, they are hyped.
Oh, that's pretty sweet. And right in front of the SNGR Central Admin building, they've got the giant Brandon Montour jersey, and it's all signed right there. It's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome to see the community get behind him like this.
Not to jinx it, but Florida, if they win the Cup, Brandon Montour how cool would it be to have a pregame ceremony here before a Six Nations Chiefs game and the Stanley Cup sitting right there at center?
It'd be pretty cool because I think it was only a couple of years ago Brandon was here for his. Ironically, he has a charity golf tournament with Adam Henrique from the Edmonton Oilers, who they're best buddies, and Adam lives nearby Burford, and they have a charity golf tournament in the middle of July. So,
well, we are through.
Cool.
We would be pretty cool indeed. Well, it's pretty cool here for the Six Nations Chiefs through 40 minutes of play here at the ILA. It is Six Nations 7 and Brampton no score. We'll wrap up the middle frame after this and tee up the third period. Stay with us. This is Major Series Lacrosse.
Rising from the ashes, spreading my wings wide. No more holding back, I've got nothing to hide. If you cross me once, you will feel my thunder shower. So don't mess with me, 'cause I've got the power. I've got the power.
The Bachelorette season premiere, Monday, July 8th on City TV.
With Rogers TV, you can cheer on the home team from the comfort of your living room. We'll head to the rink, the field, the court, or the pitch, so you don't have to. Tune in and cheer on your local amateur athletes on Rogers TV.
Sports is life. It's clear cut. Everything's out in the open. There's nowhere to hide. I had to prove myself more than anyone else.
You must be so proud of your son. He's gonna go pro. The sky's the limit.
There's always a winner and a loser.
You cannot reach the sky in broken cleats.
Of course, I always want to be the winner. And I did reach the sky.
Norman Kwong, the first Chinese-Canadian professional football player, still holds records to this day. He retired from the sport in 1960 and later became Lieutenant Governor of Alberta.
Public transit, garbage pickup, parks and recreation programs, snow removal on your street. How can you stay informed about these and other important local services? Tune to City Council coverage on Rogers TV. See your community leaders at work on Rogers TV City Council coverage.
All right. Still wouldn't get it here. It's the ceiling. Like even when we have the DeGero.
welcome back to Six Nations Lacrosse here on Rogers TV. Back out upstairs, I should say. Mark Perry, Daryl Smart here with you. A 7 spot on the board here for the Six Nations Chiefs through 40 minutes of play. First of all, let's take a look at some of the highlights from that second period, starting with the goals that were scored. There were 5 on the board for the Six Nations Chiefs, as you see the ball just moving around here, and that was Eli McLaughlin. He was really the story in the first half of the second.
Just great ball movement, great foot movement. They're just finding the lanes. And then there's just Audie being a bull in a china shop there. And this one, again, textbook play, following up on your shot. Shane Jackson picks it up, scoops it in.
And then here as well.
Did you see the eyes?
A great rebound control.
Sweet.
And that right there, the tail end of that play, really what you saw was something that I talked about at the tail end of that first intermission. Was you didn't see much of that sustained pressure, those 3, 4, 5 possessions, one after another, where a team just had the defense hemmed in. And especially in that second period, it's a lot more important because you have that long change to worry about at the same time too. You are able to keep guys on the floor for those long shifts, and you saw it there. That was another example of it, and especially a couple of occasions in that second period, Daryl, where there was a delayed call on the floor against Brampton, a delayed power play upcoming for Six Nations, and they just said, no worries, we're just going to hold on to it for 2 minutes, move the ball around, and on at least one occasion there, score a goal by the end of it.
Honestly, it's just veteran presence. There's no panic. They know they've got the extra attacker. Warren's gone to the bench for that extra attacker, and they've got all the time in the world. They don't have to kill anything off, so they're just going to take their time and just be real methodical about things. And you know what? We were talking about that slow start in the first period. They've had slow starts throughout this season so far. A lot has to do with the mixing and matching of lines, especially on the offensive side. You've got so many offensive weapons, Mark, that you kind of have to fit everybody in. And again, with a 12-game schedule, there's a minimum amount of games players need to be fit into the lineup. So you have Dwayne Jacobs, and you've got Rich Kilgore, and you got John Tavares trying to mix and match these lineups, make them work, and get everybody in these 12 games. And so it does make for a little bit of a chemistry. They all know each other, but you know what I mean? They're not playing back-to-back games with each other. There's a different lineup, or there's just little tweaks to every lineup. So again, they found their jam in the second period, and they were just fantastic.
Firepower, yes, but there were a lot of great defensive plays in that second as well. Mainly some great goaltending as well from one goaltender, Will Johnston, for the Brampton Excelsiors.
He's been fantastic all night long. That's all. I know it's a 7-0 game, but man, in my book, he's the second star of the game. Like he's facing a ton of rubber, and it's just not shots from the outside. And again, that last goal where the Chiefs had the extra man advantage, they had to have had at least 5-6 shots on them before they finally scored. And I know they were working the ball around. So you put 5-6 shots on net on top of moving the ball around. Man, he's got to be gassed.
I think so.
Hopefully he's got a couple of Red Bulls and a lot of water and electrolytes in during the intermission, because
that's why you have water breaks.
Oh man,
you saw it there. Long shots, in tight shots, shots on the fast break. You saw there from Austin Stotts on a one-on-one coming right off the bench. Will Johnston, yes, he's let in 7, but he's been, like you said, a big story in this game. Warren Hill the other way, I'm not going to say the word, but he's really standing tall in this game. Just to kind of wrap up, we have about a minute left here.
He doesn't have the type of work, but
no, he doesn't.
He's been making some great saves.
And yeah, just to wrap it up here, we have a moment here. Obviously, third period's upcoming. Six Nations 3-0 on the season. Brampton 1-4. Time is going to be a little bit more of a factor as time goes a-ticking in the third period. Brampton, again, nothing on the board as of yet, but they have some building blocks in place. They've been able to move the ball around, pretty well, just unable to crack the goose egg here so far.
Well, and you know what? Brampton's working their way, but they really have to get inside. Every shot Warren has faced has been from the outside. And again, if you're going to give a world-class goaltender like Warren Hill shots from the outside, if you ask him, I'll take those all day long. And, he's been taking them and been swallowing them up. So Brampton really needs to get inside. They got to penetrate a little bit, get some momentum going, not only for this game, but going forward into the Major Series Lacrosse season.
7-0, Six Nations through 2 periods of play. We'll be back for the third period after this. Stay with us.
Aging Well brings you conversations with experts to help empower your golden years with enthusiasm and optimism. Don't miss Aging Well with Angela and Alice Liu, Thursdays at 7:30 p.m.
You're watching an interesting local show on Rogers TV and you want to know more. That's when you head to RogersTV.com. Our website provides more information about our programs, our hosts, our schedule, and about how you too can get involved with Rogers TV. Visit us online at RogersTV.com.
Kitchener's perfect music mix is on Chime 96.7. So every song is someone's favorite song. On Chime 96.7.
This is not a drill. This is happening.
Get ready, because a new season of The Old Man is coming soon to FX.
Do you recognize me now?
Need to catch up? Stream the entire first season on City TV Plus.
Sundays for Pairs is a service that we believe will help you discover more of God's promises and purpose for your life. A reminder that God is for you. Courtesy of Paris Community Church. Join us every Sunday at 10:30 a.m. on Rogers TV to be encouraged and pointed towards hope.
Was that 4 or 5? He's lost count and still thinks he can drive. Do you think he knows that when he is caught and charged with impaired driving, he'll lose his license and a lot more? If he gets in his car, he'll face costs exceeding $20,000. Does he realize he could have a criminal record for his choice to drive? And it could be much worse if he crashes. I wonder what he'll be thinking tomorrow.
Have a Holden 1 at 15.
Visit ArriveAlive.org to find out more. Arrive Alive. Drive sober.
Welcome back. Third period just getting underway here at the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena. Tyler Biles misplaying that as it goes into the corner. Chiefs 7, Brampton no score. Here on a Tuesday night. It is a steaming one here.
It is hot.
It's a heat-filled affair, and the Six Nations Chiefs, well, they've been heating up. They have heated up as that one sent wide of the goal. You always talk about heat up. They've been hot all season long. 3-0, looking to make it 4-0 here on this young Major Series Lacrosse season.
It's just that momentum they had from September of the Mann Cup, and they've just carried on that momentum.
Brampton looking to penetrate inside as the Chiefs keep them to the outside here again. We've been seeing this all night. Here's Strat. Looking for a lane, takes a shot. That one stopped by Hill as Liam Leclerc shoves his man into the boards. Leclerc. Actually, that was from one Leclerc to another, and Smith has it here now. Passed it up. McLaughlin. He's got a hat trick here tonight.
Dan's got some new shoes on, I think, too.
I think so.
He didn't want to give up those orange Buffalo Bandits shoes, but he's got some teal and orange on right now. Looking sharp.
Guy's probably got a 6-shoe collection.
Yeah, I can imagine. But you know what, though? One of those guys, when you're playing and you're doing well, you're going to stick with the shoes that got you to where you are.
Exactly. Even if they're worn, beaten, that one shot just wide as it'll go into the screen and out of play. That's why you see even some hockey players, they're still going to wear the same shoulder pads all throughout the career.
Oh my goodness.
If it's working for them, They'll wear those puppies for 10, 12,
Forever?
15 years.
Forever?
As long as they don't get a growth spurt. Smith inside. Over, shot, that one's kicked away. Longboat on that attempt, but it was Johnston denying him. Longboat with a shot, he was shoved in, but the whistle's gonna go as the referee there says he stepped in the crease. Shot, that one stopped. Scooped up here by Hill. And it's that long shot again there by Brampton. They're not capitalizing. Taking those long shots, like you said, Daryl. They got to get inside.
If I'm a goalie, I'm going to take those all night long.
Now Brampton looking to go on the fast break.
But look at that, though. They try to get it quick in transition. And then Liam Leclerc just seals him up.
Good job there. Here's J.P. Ward. Passed it back. Moving the ball around. Ward up top. 5 on the shot clock. Kicked away. And that'll go out of play. Almost missed a fan there as he was getting into his seat. Look out there.
The ball's still bouncing.
That's a souvenir at the end of the day.
I love it.
Brampton now putting on pressure here again. Loose in the corner. This is Sunderland. Sunderland wearing the left knee brace. Got it back over for Ward. Ward coming out of the corner with a shot. Stopped by Warren Hill, and it's the Chiefs will come up with it. Moving up the floor is Martin. Martin has Bomberry with him, but the rest of his mates are just getting onto the floor here now. Smith. He got it into the corner. Bomberry. Back over. Shot. I think that hit the goaltender, but it hits the rafters and out of play. It's going to be Brampton ball here.
See Dane looking up to the sky on that one. Wishing he could take another crack at that.
Kurtz in the corner. Leaves it here for Sunderland. J.P. Ward got it into the corner. This is Chanel. Channel with a shot. That one's on the short side. Stopped by Hill. Jeremy Thompson, number 74. Here for Austin Stotts. Stotts has some time to work with. It's a 7-0 lead for his team as he sends a shot just wide. And all the way down the floor is a breakaway opportunity for Graham, trying to crack the goose egg, but he just missed. Big opportunity there for Brampton.
Warren up to the task again. I know that went wide, but he was tracking that one.
Here's Cole the other way. Cole up into the corner. Twisting around to Smith. Got it back. Shot. That one's wide. 10 on the shot clock here for Jackson. Shane Jackson looking, trying to find his man. There's a shot by Smith. It goes wide again. 2 left, and it's going to be Brampton ball here. Five minutes gone here in the third. Still a 7-0 lead for the Six Nations Chiefs. They're looking to open up some more real estate. Are the Excelsiors. Up for Ward. Ward with a shot. That one right into the breadbasket of Warren Hill, and he'll move it up here for Thompson. Nonkin Thompson. Passed over Thompson, one-timer. That one just missed.
That was just a great cut by Nungo.
Nungo with the give and go. He went straight to the net after he made that pass. He's got it here again. There's a shot, and Johnston with a save. This one's passed up.
Always a fan favorite. Everybody wants to see Nungo score a goal.
DeLille, here's the intercept. Jeremy Thompson over. The whistle's going to go, and it looks like They're counting some players on the floor, and I think there might be one too many out there.
And Dougie Jamieson has a big smile on his face. He was manning the door, and I was going to compliment him on how well he's manning the door tonight. And I think someone squirted out of his grasp. Don't think Dwayne Jacobs.
You can go. No, you stay.
Oh, Dougie's got a big smile on his face on that one.
Again, if this is a closer game, that smile might be a little bit more reserved, but nonetheless, Brampton gets the power play here. As they move the ball around.
It's going to be a fine.
Here's Strat. Has it again, looking for the top corner. That one missed. And Cole has it here.
It's just one of those elements that the casual fan doesn't realize. The backup goalie is the backup goalie for the evening, but man, that's an awful lot of responsibility over there, especially if he's manning the door.
Here's Austin Stotts charging through his man. And he sends a shot through. It's stopped by Johnston.
Oh, man.
Roddy looked like a bulldozer truck there.
Traded his airplane in for a bulldozer. Steamroller.
Yes, he did. Ward. Minute left in the power play for Brampton. Still looking to solve Warren Hill.
Oh, not very
up top. So they're trying to move the ball around. They have 2 seconds to shoot here, though. And that was going to go on goal, and Warren Hill's going to hold on to it. And that, again, that stout defense for Six Nations, keeping Brampton to the outside.
Talk a lot about that goaltending, or the goal scoring, but man, this defense has been stingy. It's been a long time since I've seen a goose egg this deep into a game.
Shane Jackson holds on to it. Got it to the far side. Trying to move through, 1-on-3. Unable to get through was Longboat. And Brampton comes back.
And again, these two teams are going to go back at it on Thursday night at the Memorial Arena in Brampton.
Brampton looking to, at the very least, get something on the board here. 5 on the shot clock here. Ward twisting around, shot. That one stopped by Warren Hill. And up the floor it goes. This is Brian Cole, back to 5 aside. Here at the ILA with 1.5 minutes to go. 11 minutes and a half to go. Passed over. On the doorstep, Stotts, and that one is stopped.
Johnson's been fantastic.
When you thought it wasn't possible, Johnston has been making some stellar saves here for the Excelsiors. They could be in double digits, are the Chiefs, if it wasn't for them. There's a shot. That one goes wide and bounces all the way back the other way. And it'll be Chiefs ball here.
A fortuitous bounce, I'd want to say.
Yes, indeed.
It's my good buddy Corey Smith, that the Stratford Beacon Herald would say.
Again, Eli McLaughlin with a hat trick. Austin Stotts, Shane Jackson, Lyle Thompson, and Brad Cree adding singles here in this one. Looking for more. Pass back. Cody Jamieson unable to scoop it up, and here's Longboat. Longboat with a sharp angle shot. That one just missed. He'll come back, and Smith will keep it in. Jamieson. 1 on the shot clock. That's going to do it. Looked like Longboat just couldn't get the shot away. He wasn't even in a shooting position there. And the whistle's going to go here. Might be a water break. So both goaltenders will head to the bench.
Much needed.
Again, sweltering temperatures here in southwestern Ontario.
Oh, man.
You know, hitting 30, 31 degrees this week. You have that humidity to worry about as well, going into the 40s. Definitely, if you are out and about,
be careful.
First of all, keep the pets at home. You don't want to leave a pet in a hot vehicle. It's not good for them. And more importantly for yourselves, stay hydrated and check on those who might be a little bit more prone to not feeling the best under these conditions. The elderly folks and others with disease and can't really exactly look after themselves, if you will, in this heat.
Well, and also look around in your community's cooling stations.
Exactly.
I know here.
Look out for each other.
Yeah, and just be great humans. And I know here at Six Nations, there's going to be a cooling station at the arena.
And if you can find a splash pad, use it.
Oh man, I was in the pool, the Delhi Kinsman pool, right after school. Picked up the youngest after school. The wife and I took her and a friend to the Delhi Kinsman pool, and that water felt good.
I believe it. That one shot through, and Hill with another save.
Outdoor pool. Can't complain.
Not at all. Here's Brendan Momberry. So again, under 10 minutes to go here in the third period. Still a 7-0 scoreline. Six Nations with the lead. As you mentioned, Daryl, both of these two teams will do it again in Brampton. And Thompson with a shot. That was kind of a simple save there in tight. Thompson didn't really get a lot of mustard on that latest shot. Now the other way come Brampton. That one is sent away by Warren Hill.
That's a really nice stop by Warren.
On Curtis Goddard, number 44, as he retreats to the bench.
Got the left paw out there.
Fresh legs on. Another save. That was Zach Sunderland on that attempt. Bounce all the way back the other way. Scooping it up here. Good job there by Jordan Medeiros. Van Scheppen got it back. Zach Sunderland, number 21, on the floor as well.
Did they just turn on the air conditioning?
I think they did. I felt
man.
That one didn't reach the net.
Where's this been for the last hour? 2. Oh, that feels good.
Yes, indeed. It is a hot one, folks, and it's going to be hot all week in this end of the province.
Yep.
Now in tight shot.
Oh, wow.
Scores!
Is it a double clutch?
Woo.
That was a beaut.
Beautiful goal there from Travis Longboat. You'll see it here again.
This is just a beautiful play. Again, Superman.
And that's just a simple pass, too. He found a lane.
Well, what was most impressive about that, Mark, is Travis was actually going towards the net, so he had to face the stick to catch the ball, move the stick over the other way to face, and then he faked 2 or 3 times and then put it by Johnston. That was impressive.
Had to do it all in a matter of a split second. But an even 8 on the board here. Shot, that one is going to go through, but it stays out.
Man, that was a beaut. That might have been the nicest goal of the night.
We've been seeing a few of them here this evening. But it's all Six Nations on the scoreboard here. Under 8 to go. There's a shot. That one goes wide. Bouncing ball comes back. Here come the Chiefs on a 3-on-1. Turning into a 3-on-2 shot. That one hit the goal post.
Liam off the iron.
And Martin has it here now for the Chiefs as they scoop up the rebound. Austin Stotts. Stotts looking, twisting around, takes the shot, but that one's set wide. And Austin didn't really like that piece of business in front of the net after he took that shot.
Someone took his new stick. His new stick fell in.
And now he has it here again. He's a little bit motivated here as Austin Stotts, as he will just retreat to the bench. With 7 minutes to go, and Brampton looking for some answers here. Ferreira to the near side for Ward. Ward gets away from pressure. Shot. That one stopped by Hill.
That's just a nice textbook stop. And again, way outside.
Nonko Thompson will just leave it here. Far side, that's Smith. A scoring update for you. It's now 3-1 Edmonton over the Florida Panthers. 8:29 left in the second. Game 5 of that Stanley Cup final. Shot stopped by Warren Hill.
Edmonton wins this. What do you think?
If Edmonton wins this, you go back into Alberta. Anything's possible. It's not impossible to come back from a 3-0 series deficit. Hasn't happened in the Cup final since 1945, though.
Someone's got to do it.
On the far side. Backhand pass, shot by Thompson. That one hits the goaltender and bounces all the way back. They're going to wave it off. It will be Chiefs' possession with the fresh shot clock here, and Longboat will get it moving here. Longboat down for Stotts. Austin Stotts with that gold stick. Shot stopped. Rebound. Hacks away at it. Ball is still loose. Who's going to get it here, folks? Great job there, and that is Lyle Thompson doing Lyle Thompson things, picking it up. And the Chiefs continue with the possession. Thompson one-hands it. Smith holding it over. Shot. McLaughlin just missed. And loose ball is going to be picked up here.
Trying to get Dane the ball. I don't think he's on the scoreboard.
I don't think so.
That's a rarity.
Doesn't have a goal, but
don't think that happens often.
But that just goes to show the depth.
Oh man, does it ever?
When one of your best players, one of the best players in the world, doesn't get on the scoreboard and you're still up by 8. This is Brian Cole on the near side. Under 5 minutes to go in the third. Chiefs up by 8. Well on their way to a 4-0 start. Brampton will pick it up here, though. Up the floor was Weideman. Still has it. Looking for someone. Finds Sunderland. Brampton just moving the ball around. Great defense here shown by the Chiefs, keeping them to the outside. Trying to step inside of Sunderland. And another great job there by the Chiefs defense. Swallows up that play, gets the ball loose, and they get it back.
That was great athleticism by Jeremy Thompson. He didn't give the Excelsiors player a chance to even move. And he was going side to side. Jeremy had the feet moving all the time, and you know what great defense.
Some oohs and ahs as that one sent wide. Rebound, loose ball. Jackson can't get to it. Here come the Excelsiors back the other way. Ward waits for his mates to get set up, trying to find a lane inside, and that was Reed Kurtz in low, but he just couldn't get the shot away. Oh, so close to his first career Major Series lacrosse goal. Smith just killing off some time. You hear the bench, just let the time click. Time is on your side with under 3 minutes to go in regulation. Inside, it's going to be picked up here by Searle. Up the floor it goes. Searle looking, finding a lane. He shoots, stopped by Warren Hill.
He's doing such a great job tonight. Just goes about his business, Warren Hill does.
Yes, he does, and he's doing a great job of it here tonight. And Dane Smith just patrolling the floor like he owns the place. And the Chiefs have been owning the scoreboard here tonight as they move the ball around here again. 5 on the shot clock. Austin Stotts looking for a lane, takes a shot. That one is not going to count even if he did put it in as he stepped on the line.
Great photo, though.
Absolutely. Dolil will leave it back. Sunderland looking for his mate. Brampton just looking to put something on the board. That one stopped by Hill. Rebound is going to be scooped up by the Six Nations netminder.
Just square to the ball.
Another hockey update, 4-2 Oilers, 6:25 left in the second.
You think Warren's thinking about something right now?
Don't even acknowledge it, sir. 1:35 to go. We are 95 seconds away from the end of this one. Six Nations, 3-0, on their way to 4-0, but looking to add some more on the board, and that's stopped by Johnston. Time be a ticking away. Brampton on their way to a 1-5 start. As mentioned, these two teams will do it again on Thursday in Brampton. That's an 8 o'clock start. Priolo. As we are under a minute to go here on a Tuesday night at the ILA. Shane Jackson with it here, as they're content to just slow things down. Jackson passes it over. And again, they're just going to try and kill off that time. They'll just throw it toward the corner. And the whistle's going to go.
We're going to get a timeout here.
Yes, indeed, we are, partner.
40 seconds left.
See what they can draw up with 40 left.
They want to score.
Absolutely. Now again, these two teams, as mentioned before, they'll do it again on Thursday. Six Nations will be back at home 7 nights from tonight. They will host Brooklyn next Tuesday at 8 o'clock. That is indeed going to be a big one.
That is
Six Nations with a win over Brooklyn already this season in Brooklyn. It was a 13-8 final on Wednesday, June the 5th. In that one there, Brooklyn took a 2-0 lead, and Six Nations played catch-up and rode it the rest of the way. When you think about what Six Nations has done here, Daryl, I mean, you look back at that game against Coburg. You know, you had that run of 5 in the first period. If you're Six Nations to take a 6-1 lead, Coburg gets that 4-0 run. Six Nations comes back with a run. As we've already talked about, it's always a game of runs, and that ends up being the difference. Brampton, meantime, that game on June the 12th, last Wednesday, a 13-3 loss against that same Brooklyn Lacrosse club. They fell behind early. Brooklyn had an 8-0 run at one point in that game. 4 goals in the second, 4 goals in the third, and even going back to that 10-9 victory in Owen Sound in overtime, ran into some penalty trouble early, went down 4-0, but had the capability to climb back into that one. James Whiteford with the OT winner in that one against Owen Sound. What kind of magic do they have here to try and at least put one by Warren Hill here in the last 30 seconds? Inside shot stopped by Warren Hill. Goes off of his shoulder, and they're trying to get that ball loose. The whistle's going to go, and a timeout's going to be called here by Six Nations. Great job by the bench there, by the Chiefs, as they called for that one as soon as they got possession of the ball. As we're going to take a look now.
And that was a great play call by Brampton. They had their shot. They took their shot. They just couldn't beat them.
As we take a look now here at some of the highlights, as you'll see McLaughlin going in. There's a shot. There's a goal. Eli McLaughlin, 1 of 3 on the night.
There's number 2.
Yes, indeed. Is the Colorado Mammoth star putting on a show here, but many others doing the job as well. Of course, we talked about Austin Stotts getting a goal, Shane Jackson with a goal, Lyle Thompson with a multi-point outing, Travis Longboat, the only goal here in the third period. It's the Stars really coming out to shine here on a Tuesday.
That's for sure, and not going to lie, if I were to pick 3 stars, obviously Warren Hill, and then I would go with Johnston and then the Liger after that. That's for sure. I know he's got 3 goals, but Johnston has been unbelievable here, even though it's an 8-0 game. We've talked about it throughout the show. He's been fantastic.
I should mention the second goal for the Florida Panthers, Brandon Montour does have an assist on that one. So Montour is on the board for the Panthers tonight. Making his hometown proud. Their Chiefs making their town proud here on a Tuesday night at the ILA. 8-0 is the score with 10 seconds remaining. Martin will go in behind the net, and this is just about killing some time as they will get ready to crowd Warren Hill. A shutout for Warren Hill. Make the final 8-0 as the Chiefs move to 4-0 to start the season here in 2024. As we talked about, Eli McLaughlin with a hat trick. He led the Chiefs in scoring. But the story is that man wearing number 76 as he gets a couple of pats on the head.
The King of the Hill.
King of the Hill was king indeed here at the ILA as these two teams will meet at center to shake hands.
He doesn't want to smile, you know what, Warren's a great guy, super humble. And man, he put on a show tonight, and so did Johnston. They were both great this evening.
Let's take a look at some of the highlights and some of the big saves by Hill in that game. And
just
you're seeing it from everywhere.
Just look at how he's tracking the ball. Even on those long-distance shots, he's moving with the ball. Another nice save with the left paw there. Made a lot of those with the left glove. It's been a long time since I've seen a goaltender get a shutout in a lacrosse game, so
it does not happen often. It is a rarity.
It's
a rarity. Very much a rarity. Because again, Warren Hill putting on a show and taking a lot in the breadbasket. He moved around that net and he kept every shot out of the cage here at the ILA. Once again, your final, Six Nations 8, Brampton, no score. These two teams will meet again on Thursday in Brampton. That's an 8 o'clock start. Check your local listings for when you get to see that one. You can also watch it online. Next Tuesday, we'll be back here as the Brooklyn Lacrosse Club will be in town. For Daryl, it really is. For Daryl, I'm Mark. For everybody putting us on the air here at Cable 14, we're saying so long from the ILA. Good night, everybody.
Sins, as we forgive those who sin against us. Save us from the time of trial, and deliver us from evil. For the kingdom, the power, and the glory are yours, now and forever. Amen. All are welcome at this table, so come. Come to the table, you who have been to this sacrament often, and you who have not been for some time or at all. Come to the table, you who have much faith and you who would like to have more. Come to the table, you who have tried to follow Jesus and you who have failed. Come to the table, for Jesus invites us to meet God here. So come, everyone, for the table has been made ready. Friends, I'd invite you to be seated for a moment. To those joining via broadcast, via mediated space, this is the body of Christ, and it is broken for you. Let us share in bread together. And this is the blood of Christ, and it is shed for you. If you wish, I would invite you to consume the wine now. Let's pray. Jesus, bread of life, we've received from your table more than we could ever ask, and you have nourished us in this meal. As you have nourished us this day, now strengthen us to love the world with your very own life. In your name we pray. Amen. So as we conclude our time together and we continue with the distribution for those who are physically gathered in the space today, I'd like to offer my thanks, especially to Dr. Peter Nikiforek, our guest musician. Thanks to those who work tirelessly behind the scenes, our ministry teams. Thank you to the community of St. Andrews for their hospitality and their space. Thank you to the recording and editing crew, and thank you as always to each and every one of you for sharing your Sunday and doing your part to help make this world a better place. Friends, take care of yourselves and each other. Let's continue now with the Lamb of God. Body of Christ given for you. Amen. This is the body of Christ given for you. Amen. Body of Christ given for you. This is the body of Christ given for you.
Hi everyone, Pastor Mark here. It's good to be with you, and I hope today's broadcast has been meaningful for you. Angela Abraham once wrote, "There is a certain sense of warmth, a fullness of soul and breath that is thankfulness." And so it is today, that my heart is again filled with gratitude. I give thanks that we've been able to spend some time together today. I give thanks for the things we've shared with one another. I give thanks for the 41 deeply affordable units with supports that will be at St. Peter's soon, and the difference that that is going to make in people's lives. I give thanks that it will be a place for the community to gather, a place for St. Peter's to gather, a place for faith, justice, community, and the arts to flourish. I give thanks that this redevelopment comes as a loving, faith-filled response to bring about justice. And I give thanks for your continued prayers and support. Community is so important. The pandemic, if anything, brought to the fore the many inequities that still exist in our society and our call to act as a people of faith. And that work continues each and every day through St. Peter's, from food support to clothes to shelter to advocacy to health and well-being, especially now. So many people are really feeling squeezed, and from all sides. As you know, many charities and nonprofits and faith communities, including St. Peter's and its ministries, rely almost entirely upon the donations and generosity of individuals. We would like to invite you to do what you can for people and organizations that are close to your heart. Every little bit helps. If you'd like to connect with St. Peter's or help St. Peter's with its life-giving work, you can donate online at www.stpeterskw.ca, calling 519-745-4705, or via mail at 49 Queen Street North, Kitchener, Ontario, N2H2G9. Thank you for sharing your spirit, your kindness, your courage, and your gifts. Take care of yourself and each other. God bless.